Well, we can now cross to our Middle East correspondent Gallagher Fenwick, who's in northern Galilee. Gallagher, has calm returned there?
Yes, at this point, Jessica, calm has clearly returned in the region, with no more reports of shots being fired on either side. This basically, for the moment, caps a day of great confusion and uncertainty, as one of the locals put it, on the Israeli side, right by the border, where calm had prevailed ever since 2006 in the war between Hezbollah and Israel. Now, that being said, it's important to specify that this Tuesday, the confrontation which occurred in and around this blue line, this so-called blue line marking the separation between Lebanon and Israel, this confrontation implicated Israel and the Lebanese regular army, not Hezbollah, which is a rare occurrence. The last time that this happened was back in September of 2006. As to what started today's rapidly escalating confrontation, well, there's still a little bit of confusion, but it seems that an Israeli soldier reached over the fence separating both countries, and that's when the first shots were fired. Then Israeli lieutenant colonel was shot and killed by a Lebanese RPG. Israel immediately retorted with heavy artillery a few kilometers away, killing 3 Lebanese soldiers in their compound and 1 civilian Lebanese journalist, actually. So at this point, calm has returned, but I can tell you that both parties, Lebanon in Lebanon as well as in Israel, are warning that there will be consequences after this confrontation. As to which ones, it's unclear at this point.
All right, thanks for that update from Northern Galilee. Gallagher Fenwick reporting there. Well, I'm now joined by Armin Georgian from our international desk. Armin, earlier you heard Avi Pazner, that Israeli government spokesman, saying that this was very much linked to the Hariri investigation. Are these heightened tensions linked to that, or are they also linked to the fact that Hezbollah is apparently stockpiling weapons? What do you think?
Well, I would take issue with what Avi Pazner said, because he was saying that the Lebanese basically need a diversion now from the Hariri issue, but as we just heard from Gallagher Fenwick, the Hezbollah militia was not involved in this clash. It was between the Lebanese army and the Israeli military. So I'm not quite clear why the Lebanese government would need a diversion. Surely conventional wisdom would be that Hezbollah needs a diversion if indeed some of its members are going to be named in the tribunal's report. So that seems to be not entirely logical with respect to him. I think the key thing, though, is that, of course, this is a clash between the Lebanese army and the Israelis, which has the possibility to suck in the two states. It's no longer, as the situation was in 2006, a war between a state within a state, as it was then, with Hezbollah controlling large chunks of the south and the Israelis, but a much larger entity now that Hezbollah is a coalition partner of Saad Hariri, the Prime Minister of Lebanon.
Okay, and what about the peacekeeping forces there? They didn't intervene. What does that mean?
Well, the peacekeeping forces, as Avi Pazner rightly pointed out, are there to essentially defend themselves if they come under fire and to separate the two sides. They are not there to shoot on either side if there is a provocation from either side. So essentially they are trying to establish a buffer zone. The mandate, as set out in UN Resolution 1701, which was passed just after the war in 2006, in August 2006, very importantly gives the Lebanese army, gives the UNIFIL forces they have the ability to help the Lebanese assert their authority in southern Lebanon. That's very important because the terms of the UN resolution make it necessary for Lebanon to assert authority and to essentially stop Hezbollah being a state within a state, which was always the Israeli complaint before the 2006 war.
All right, thanks very much for that, Armin Georgian. Well,